Yo, it's Jig and Mills. Let's get right on into it. Slums, Raid, Express, Standoff, WMD, Nuketown, Summit, Hacienda, Fringe, and Hijack. Some of these maps have already returned, some of them have not. I am awaiting the day that they add Summit again and WMD. I wouldn't be surprised if they carried over from Black Ops 6. So they might as well carry it over. There's a lot of stuff that's been regurgitated from past Call of Duties that Treyarch is utilizing. So you may see here that I'm using the Venom X from Call of Duty Ghost, which is also found as a DLC weapon in Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, if you played it. There's some nuances that you may find very similar to the new grenade launcher that we have in Black Ops 7. It's a grenade launcher, it sticks to surfaces, and then you can remotely detonate it, right, by pressing L2 or whatever your Xbox controller is, or whatever it is on PC. It's essentially one and the same. The only difference is it does not have a cloud of gas that can damage you and slow you down. So there's that. So we have seen it before. Treyarch is calling it something new, even though we've already had it. But it's great to know that they already have the mechanics that they had back in 2013, funny enough. So that's actually nice to know. So the more that I realize that Treyarch is actually regurgitating old content, the more disappointing I get. And it kind of goes back to my last video I did, guys, where it's becoming more and more disappointing. Sorry, guys, I just ate lunch and I had a Indian fog and a London fog, and they're both great teas. It's a tea. It's like the other one's like pretty much a chai. The other one's just like Earl Grey tea with milk, steamed milk. It's really good. It's really good. And went to my local cafe and got myself a London fog and a Indian fog. Really great drinks. But I digress. And even the Ripper too, from Black Ops 3. The Spectre Specialist, one of his abilities was, obviously stabbing people. It's got the same animation from the Predator, field upgrade. And it's just, after I went back and looked at all of this, I am actually humbly and distraughtly disappointed. Truthfully so. And I didn't want to play a live match because, I played some of the matches for Zombies for the leaderboard event, and that got kind of boring after I made it till I think, wave or round 41, and I just stopped and I gave up and I was like, nah, I'm good. But no, yeah, just me in a private match, detonating bots remotely, and I realized, yeah, this is literally from Call of Duty Ghost. But it's great to know that they actually held on to the mechanic where we can remotely detonate certain things like we have with the C4, of course, right? So nice to know that they have that. There's a lot of other things I'd like to show you guys in this video. Sorry if it's a little bit longer than usual. I try to keep my videos about 10 minutes, maybe 12 at most, but there is a lot of stuff that I wanted to, blame truth, get off my chest. No, there's nothing I need to get off my chest other than just telling you guys the truth and how I feel. That's just how it is, and that's how it should be. I don't know if Blame Truth does that, but it's clear that he grifts, but, I digress. Let's be honest here. But let's start with reminiscing of Call of Duty Cold War. And let's go with that. Let's start there. So, enjoy. Hey, remember the operator from Call of Duty Cold War? Stone? I guess he's back as a Black Seal operator, Phantom. Yay! His name's Phantom now. But apparently we already had Phantom in Infinite Warfare. So, there's that. Remember the operator Scorn in Black Ops 7? Remember him? Yeah? Do you also remember Nikto? Yeah? See the parallels here? Let's not forget that Treyarch always uses other people's ideas, like Mace, the operator. Not gonna lie, he was in Modern Warfare 2 or anything like that. Well, let's say he was originally from Modern Warfare 2019. So, it goes back a while. But let's not forget Rose, or Rook. But, of course, Treyarch's gonna use that. I don't have the operator, but we'll use the Rose skin from Modern Warfare 2019. That's reference. Domino from Treyarch. Well, guess where it's from? Modern Warfare 2019. Looks like Treyarch, again, is using other people's ideas, but can't come up with their own. But again, we have Dupe from Modern Warfare 3. Yay. And then we have Copy from Modern Warfare 3. Also a Black Cell operator skin that people bought. But we're also going to have Eclipse because that hasn't been done. Oh, and a rehash version of Stone. That's great. Not like gonna lie, we have Sage with a winter jumpsuit or anything like that, but it's not like we already bought that from Gus or anything like that with an all blacked out mask or anything. But let's consider that we have Devious and things like that using a poncho that Simon Riley Ghost uses, or Axial that apparently also Prophet uses back in Modern Warfare 3. And then we have Vermac with this operator skin, but it's not like we already had it in Modern Warfare 3. This is ridiculous. Should I go on? Oh, we have Guardsmen. Not gonna lie, it's literally ripped from Infinite Warfare. If you actually had it unlocked in the Quartermaster, you would know what I'm talking about. So again, all of this stuff is just regurgitated, rehashed, and apparently Treyarch doesn't know. It's not like we had a Ripper, the specialists under Spectre, but we also had the Flatline. That's also been regurgitated from Infinite Warfare. Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, I have to wonder how many times they got to keep on reselling the same aesthetics and features over and over again, and then turn around and call it something new. It's actually insulting to your consumer base and fan base. The same bundles over and over and over again, just changing up a few things here and there. That's essentially what they're doing. So moving forward, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they started adding other maps that I would say, maybe we will see, of course, a rehashed version of, again, WMD, maybe Rush. Maybe they might bring back Rush, maybe Summit. I do look forward to, at least getting a different variation of Hacienda if they're going to. But I wouldn't be surprised if they, season 3 they add Summit, season 4 they add Hacienda or whatever, right? But some of the maps may look kind of familiar, sure, but such as Fate and a few others. It's mainly because we've actually already played it. So if you played Call of Duty Cold War or Black Ops Cold War, the maps deprogram in Apocalypse. A lot of content creators and other people are saying, "Oh, it's really cool how you get to jump through portals and stuff like that." Like, are we honestly forgetting we were able to do that in what is it, last gen consoles, deprogram and Apocalypse? We were able to do that. I don't think Apocalypse we were able to, but I believe deprogram. It was literally we can jump through portals and stuff like that in different areas of the map. So it's interesting how all of a sudden all these content creators are like, exclusive bases saying, "Oh, well, this is pretty cool how it goes into a different area of the map." I mean, like, okay, dude, come on. But either way, I would go as far as to say it's well deserved. Reimagined maps would be pretty great. I think maybe remastered maps would be nice. I would say some of them just deserve some level of recognition. Again, I always say this: Redwood. Redwood would be nice to actually have back in Black Ops 7. I would welcome that. I didn't like Black Ops 3, don't like Black Ops 3, but I remember being wrecked on that map so many times where Redwood stuck in my head. Plus, that I'm pretty sure Redwood is a cigarette brand in GTA 5, so that's another reason why there's a parallel there. Anywho, I don't smoke, but still. But yeah, there's a lot of things that could be. And, maybe Stronghold. A variation from Black Ops 3 Stronghold would be pretty cool to see. Maybe add maps like Redwood Snow. So if they already added snow in the Resurgence map anyway, even though it's been a long time coming, why not just do that? Maybe a Fringe Nightfall, just a nighttime version of Fringe. They had it in Black Ops 3, so why don't they have it now? You know what I mean? So maybe Seaside. I believe that's what it was called in Black Ops 4, Seaside Dusk or whatever. That'd be cool too to see. And maybe just add a field upgrade or just a score streak or kill streak, whatever you want to call it. Maybe Bruin's gravity spikes would be cool. That'd be nice. Maybe as a new kill streak. Maybe Prophet's Tempest as a weapon, or maybe as a secondary that has like only 3 rounds that you're able to use. And yes, it works the same way as it did in Black Ops 3. That would be cool. Maybe kinetic batteries, kinetic armor as a, if they do add armor, as a field upgrade. So maybe because it is futuristic, they could add batteries, kinetic armor from Black Ops 3. That would be cool. I mean, they had armor in, ballistic vest in Black Ops. No, I'm sorry, not Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2. I believe they had ballistic vests. So I'm surprised that we don't have it anymore. Maybe it's an Infinity Ward thing. It's a possibility. So It'd be nice to see, you know. But you know, if we had it, we could have it now. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of different ways to make Black Ops 7 enjoyable. You know what I mean? So at least on the multiplayer side, because I think right now even people are getting tired of Warzone. So if we make maybe multiplayer a little bit more appealing, maybe people would be more prone to play multiplayer than they are with Warzone. You know, I mean, at the moment, as of I'm recording this video, there's roughly 60,000 players right now, and it makes sense. There's a lot of people who are off work, not working at all, and a lot of kids online, so that's what they're going to be doing. So they're going to be playing Call of Duty, and it may or may not last. I have no idea, but I look forward to being able to play a couple games, and we'll see how it goes. There's a couple other maps that I would love to see as well, like Zoo, Echelon, or Echelon, Collateral, Yamato, maybe Diesel or the Pines, or maybe Seattle or Moscow, maybe Garrison would be nice to see if they're from Black Ops Cold War. Considering it really wasn't Treyarch. Treyarch spearheaded the project to finish Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, but technically it was a Sledgehammer product. So that's another reason. It's kind of a mix of the two. So I do look forward and maybe to see what they're going to add because, personally speaking, as much as I can respect Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, didn't like it. As much as I can respect the OG Modern Warfare 2, didn't like it. You might be asking why. It's because Modern Warfare 3 was my original Call of Duty that I played. So it was my first Call of Duty. So my perception of what is good, what isn't, is not really skewed per se, but it is definitely different. And it would be cool to see the autonomous drone, the Talon, as a score streak to come back as well, along with the Rolling Thunder that we had in Black Ops 3. I know that we had something similar to the Talon, where we had like an autonomous drone following us in Call of Duty. I think it was Call of Duty Ghost, if I remember correctly. I think we had something like that as well. And I want to say Modern Warfare 2019. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure, but it would be nice to see something like that come back. I'm really surprised we don't have the Rolling Thunder come back. Maybe the game is not capable of doing it, so stability-wise, it's not able to, so it makes sense. But maybe another mode, and I understand that a lot of other content creators are talking about it, like Safeguard. I don't know about you guys, but it's just a glorified or a reskinned, renamed escort mode. So when people say, "Oh my goodness, they have Safeguard coming back. It's really great." I'm like, guys. Safeguard was originally in Call of Duty Ghost, and that was essentially a survival map or a survival mode. The second time, Safeguard, again, the wording makes a big difference because Safeguard in Call of Duty Ghost is not the same Safeguard in Black Ops 3, where we had to escort the little the human-like drone or human-like android robot thing, right? So it's essentially what you would typically find in Overwatch and Overwatch 2, the escort mode, right? Team-based, everything. You can be close to it, it escorts, it moves, and stuff like that. We had that in X-Defiant as well. If you played X-Defiant, you know what we're talking about. You had to escort the dog, you had to be close enough in the radius, and it moved to its objective and stuff like that. I mean, we even had that same game mode in Star Wars Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2, the newer ones, not the older ones. Again, those are just the games I can think of off the top of my head from the original mode. But again, it's just escort. I'm surprised we didn't have Fracture come back. I'm surprised we actually don't have that. Or bank or Money in the Dank. We still don't have that. It still hasn't returned. So I think we had Bomb Squad. What is it? Bomb Squad? I think something like that. I think we had it in one of the Modern Warfare titles. I believe it was in Modern Warfare 2. But it's interesting how we're forgetting in many cases, and I know there's a lot of new players, obviously, coming new, being new to Call of Duty, but we don't even have Drop Zone. No one's really, promoting Prop Hunt. So, I mean, it's there, even though it's not really been promoted. I don't know how many people still play Prop Hunt, or if it's even available in Black Ops 7. I know more people probably play Search and Destroy, but that's no different than Bomb the Base from Counter-Strike. So, again, in my mind, it's nothing new. It's overdone, overrated. I'm sure it's fun for some people, but it doesn't make sense to me. It's like it's not interesting. I think Grind was the original name, and that was from one of Infinity Ward, and then I guess Treyarch renamed it and called it something new, and it was called Fractured. The one game mode that I would love to return is Uplink from Advanced Warfare. That has not returned. So I think we had Cyber Attack. We had Reinforced was another good mode. There was another one that was in Call of Duty Ghost as well. I remember playing Reinforced because that was on the map Behemoth, and one of the DLC maps that was really really great. So it was a fun time, and at this point, I just really wish that we had more original creativity from Treyarch. Like ultimately, like the stuff that I went through, it's just sad to see that it is visually and now factually true that Treyarch is creatively bankrupt. If they're and maybe it's due to their laziness of using AI. I have no idea, but we're at a point where even Homestead, even this map I'm on, I I couldn't really tell you if a dev really went out of their way to create. Oh, you know what would be a really great map, Homestead, and would be the concept. We would have just the aurora lights and everything like that. I think there's a specific name for it. I can't think of it right now, but it's a shame. It's a real shame that you cannot tell what has actually been creatively done and what hasn't been done with AI. And it's a shame. And I do believe at this point Treyarch really does they need to stop making Call of Duty titles at this point. Maybe turn into a support studio because these past couple years just ain't it. It just isn't it. And it's sad. And I like Call of Duty. Like even though I don't like Treyarch, I still don't mind playing their games. It's just every time I play a Treyarch title, it doesn't feel it stays on brand, it stays on theme. Like this is Call of Duty, Call of Duty. What about Black Ops 7 is Call of Duty? That's what I have for you. It doesn't feel like a Call of Duty game. It's fun, but just doesn't feel like a Call of Duty game. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a great Saturday. And remember always, peace be with you. And I'll catch you guys on the next time. Remember to like, comment below, subscribe if you like the content. And I'll see you on the next one. Ciao, guys.